Hi, I'm Manuela Marchegianni from Isomers Skincare, and today we're going to talk a little bit about what ingredients can you mix together, you know, the do's and don'ts of skincare. I get a lot of questions about, can I mix this with that, or does this work with that, or is this true? So I'm just going to give a little bit of a rundown on how we think about the chemistry and the science and the breakdown of skincare. When we make skincare, we look at different formulations. For our serums, for example, a lot of the serums are like single ingredient serums, like a retinol or a hyaluronate or a vitamin C, and they kind of stand alone. And then when we make a cream or a microdose product, we blend a lot of ingredients together. So in a formula, there's typically a oil phase or a lipid phase, then there are antioxidants, there are pH adjusters, there's active ingredients. So there's a lot of things that go into the structure of a formula. Knowing this, okay, and then listening to the questions of what can we mix together, it kind of is confusing in how we should answer it, because I don't want it to be too simple or too complicated. But here we go. For example, one of the biggest questions we get is, what can you mix with retinol? A lot of people believe, well, retinol stands on its own and you can't mix it with anything. Well, I think the misconception here is because a lot of retinol products just highlight retinol, or they're just a retinol serum, and you think that there's nothing else in the ingredient deck, right? But a lot of retinol products, for example, we make a couple of retinol products, and our retinol formula is combined with niacinamide, azelaic acid. Then I'll get, well, can you also mix it with vitamin C? Well, we have another product that has retinol, or it has a retinoid, and it does contain a vitamin C in there. It all depends on how you formulate it. So in a sense, you can almost mix your retinols with your vitamin C, okay, with your antioxidants. You can mix it with an acid like a hyaluronic acid. You can mix it with a niacinamide. You can mix it with a zinc. All of those things can, even with a collagen peptide, all of these things can work well together. Another question we get are, what acids can we mix together? So I think what we're thinking is, when you think of alpha hydroxy acid, beta hydroxy acid, and then another acid is going to be like azelaic acid. Technically, in the right ratio, these things could work together, but if you're very sensitive or you're doing it every day, you could actually be hurting your skin, because again, each one in its own right and it's on certain strengths have a power to them. And if you overuse the product and mix too many products together, many times it's not a simple equation of 1 + 1 = 2. A lot of times when you mix ingredients together, especially acids that are exfoliating acids or antioxidants, that like when you're grouping them together, many times when you blend them together or you layer them, okay, you don't get a simple 1 + 1 = 2 equation. You get a synergistic effect. So 1 + 1 could equal 5, could equal 7. So you end up with a stronger equation than you thought. And so you end up with a different result. So I guess what I'm saying is, when you're dealing with skincare, it's pretty much, you could mix a few things together. They don't really cancel each other out. Things that can cancel each other out is the pH of your skin. So that can change the efficacy of a product. UV irradiation can neutralize or change efficacies of products and ingredients. But when you're using a few serums with a cream and pretty much using a low dose amount, you can blend them together, and you should not have a lot of negative kind of implications with it. If you want to be very successful with your skincare, though, I always believe, and after 30 years of doing this, I always believe, go slow, go wisely. Just be consistent. Don't try to mix too many things in one step or in one go, and try to have a plan for your skin, right? So if your plan now is pigmentation, work on that pigmentation in a proper, healthy way. So use your retinol, use your vitamin C, try to do one of the nighttime, like the retinol, do the vitamin C in the daytime, wear sunscreen, wear a hat. All of these things are gonna lead to better success than worrying about, can I mix my retinol with azelaic and niacinamide to get a better result? Well, you may have created a really strong formula or a really potential product right there, but if you don't actually have a good plan and a good habit, daytime, nighttime, with some strategy over time, you're not going to really get the benefits that you're looking for. So there's more to it than just mixing your skincare ingredients together. I hope that was helpful and enlightening and beneficial. I look forward to your questions and comments, and talk to you soon.